Don't you hate change? Nobody likes change, especially when you've been working toward a set of expectations and someone changes the rules on you midstream or pulls the rug out from under you and things don't turn out like the way you thought they should. We've produced a lot of content lately around Roth IRAs and Roth 401ks. As it turns out, there's a lot of people who have a fear that the government will change the rules for withdrawals on Roth IRAs and 401ks. In other words, when we make a contribution to a Roth IRA or 401k, we do so without a tax deduction. The taxes are withheld, they're paid to Uncle Sam. The understanding is that they'll grow completely tax-free, and when we withdraw those funds in retirement, they're completely tax-free. Now the concern is that eventually Uncle Sam's going to change his mind and decide that withdrawals can no longer be made on a tax-free basis. So could Roth withdrawals be taxed one day? We're going to explore that in today's video, and I'm going to give you 5 reasons why I don't think the government is going to change the rules for taxing Roth IRA or 401k withdrawals. I don't know about you, but I love Roth IRAs. I think the biggest feature they have is that they allow you to eliminate Uncle Sam as the silent partner in your retirement planning on the day that you make contributions to the account. A lot of people have done just that. Most notably is a guy named Peter Thiel. I don't know. Now, Peter was the founder of PayPal. He was an early investor in Facebook, and a lot of the assets that he owned in those companies, he held in a Roth IRA. Now, over time, he's managed to accumulate over $5 billion in that account. That's $5 billion that's not subject to income tax ever, though he's going to have a heck of a time avoiding estate taxes. Now, I'm not here to debate whether or not it's right or wrong to have such a sum inside of a Roth account, but I wanted to use this example because it provides a clear picture of how powerful Roth savings can be. In in Peter's case, even if the account value doesn't grow another dollar, when he turns 75 and has to take required minimum distributions, that's $74 million he'll save from taxes. Now, you probably don't have $1 billion or even $1 million in your Roth account, but you do have the same power to protect your assets from taxation down the road. Or do you? This example has also been used by a lot of people in the political world to make an argument for changing the way we tax Roth accounts. Does this mean that you could save for decades in a Roth account only to have the rules changed the last minute and have to pay tons of taxes in retirement? Anything is possible, but I don't think that's going to happen. I still save in a Roth account myself through my employer's 401k plan, and I don't plan to stop anytime soon. So here are 5 reasons why I think your Roth dollars and mine will stay safe from government taxes. All right, reason number 1, Uncle Sam gets his money now. Do you know what the best day to get paid is? It was yesterday. You know what the next best day is? Today. This is the first reason I believe the government prefers Roth accounts over tax deferred. Now, we're not a political blog, but I want to invite you to think about whether or not you think politicians care more about the circumstances of their jobs today or those of the leaders tomorrow. Personally, I don't think any of our congressional leaders, Republican or Democrat, will sacrifice tax revenue today unless it somehow improves their odds at another term. My point is that Roths check 2 boxes at one time. First, they get Americans saving for retirement, and second, it still produces tax revenue today. It's the best of both worlds for our current political leadership. All right, reason number 2, it's not that much money anyway. Only 1 in 5 Americans uses a Roth IRA or Roth 401k, and the average balance earlier this year was about $110,000. So even if Roths were taxed at, say, 22%, that's only $24,200 for each American that has an account. And that's if the whole balance was taxed. Because you pay tax putting money into a Roth IRA or Roth 401k, it's unlikely the government's going to tax it again when you pull it out. They'd have to find some way to just tax you on the earnings portion of the account. In other words, it's really not that much money. So is revising the tax code to get a few $1,000s from 1/5 of all IRA or 401k participants even worth it? Probably not. And that's even more true when you consider my next point. All right, so reason number 3, taxpayers vote. Now, I'm not a political scientist, but I know if there's one voting bloc you don't want to anger, it's people who are retired. They show up to vote. Now, what else do retirees use? IRAs and 401ks. So why would you make that giant block of voters angry by changing the rules on how those assets are taxed? This is the same reason Congress doesn't want to touch Social Security unless they absolutely have to. It's such a hot button issue because it touches the pockets of so many voters. And even if you exclude senior or retired voters, all of the working public that contributes to a Roth IRA or 401k, they're going to be mad too. And besides, if tax revenue is what the government is after, there's less controversial ways to get it. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, if I can get you to please click the like and subscribe buttons below. It's a really big help to our channel, helps us get the word out, teach other people about personal finance. All right, reason number 4, there are other ways for Uncle Sam to act. All right, as we've already pointed out from the beginning, even if you get past taxation in your Roth account in your lifetime, if you're very wealthy and the value of your estate exceeds the lifetime exemption, you're going to pay estate tax on that balance no matter what. So in that sense, Roth assets aren't truly tax-free when they grow, but that's really only for wealthy people. So other things the government could do that would be easier would be just to ban Roth accounts completely, or they could limit the income restrictions that allow people to contribute to Roths. They could also limit the amount that the account could grow to. So say it reached $500,000 and you wouldn't be allowed to contribute any more to the account. That would keep it from growing anymore. And the last thing the government could do is invoke a wealth tax. So if they really want to tax wealthy people, what they could do is tax them based on their net worth, not their income. And a Roth IRA would be a part of that. So in other words, if they took all the assets and everything that someone owns and calculate taxes based on that, then a Roth could be pulled into that as well. Now, I'm not advocating any of this, but what I am saying is there's lower hanging fruit. There's easier ways for the government to increase or improve tax revenue, and also to kind of go after wealthy people whose Roth IRAs have grown as large as they have. Reason number 5 is current trends, and I give you Secure Act 2.0. This is probably the most convincing reason to me that Roths are going to stay as they are. Here's just a few of the things that changed in Secure Act 2.0. First off, 529 leftovers for like a college student, if you don't use all the money, that can be rolled into a Roth IRA now. Required minimum distributions on Roth 401ks are no longer required. Employer contributions can now be made to a 401k on a Roth basis or after-tax basis. Simple and SEP IRA contributions can also be made on a Roth basis now. So the actual changes themselves are immaterial. What we do want to focus on is the fact that every single one of them did nothing to reduce or limit or inhibit access to Roth accounts, but instead enhanced them. Between the Secure Act in 2018 and Secure 2.0, it seems clear to me that the government is more interested in growing Roth accounts than they are in limiting access to using them. And given the ongoing struggles that Americans seem to have saving for retirement, I think the government wants as many options out on the table for the average American as possible. They don't want to take them out. All right, so there you have it. 5 reasons that Roth IRA taxation probably won't be changing. Now, all this is my opinion. We obviously can't say for certain what the government will do, but to me, it appears like things are going to stay the same. My hope is this provides some level of confidence if you're leaning toward a Roth IRA, but you're a little worried that Uncle Sam may change the rules on you. Personally, when it comes to Roth versus traditional accounts, I've always seen a little wisdom in hedging and putting some of your money in both. But again, that's up to you. We have a post on our website about evaluating the Roth versus traditional IRA, how you pick which one is better for you. We also have the written form of this video on our website, which we'll link in the description below. As always, you can follow us on our social media channels. We'll have those displayed on the screen. We're grateful for your interest in what we're doing. God bless and take care.